My friends, I come before you today with trembling hands and a burning heart. What I'm about to share wasn't sought, it was given. In the stillness of midnight prayer, when the veil between heaven and earth grows thin, the Almighty spoke with unmistakable clarity. Chosen one, prepare for 5th May. This wasn't a message I expected or even desired to receive. For months I've wrestled with it, questioned it, tested it against everything I know about divine patterns and prophetic precedent. I've searched historical records, examined astronomical alignments, and spent countless hours in prayer seeking confirmation or correction. But the message remained, growing only more certain with each passing day. Chosen one, prepare for 5th May. I share this not to elevate myself, but to fulfill a sacred obligation. A watchman who sees danger approaching and remains silent bears responsibility for what follows. I will not bear that weight. What happens with this warning is between you and the Creator, but my responsibility is to deliver it with clarity and conviction. Throughout human history, the Creator has established divine appointments, sacred intersections of time and purpose when heaven touches earth with transformative power. These aren't random dates, but precise moments aligned with divine patterns that stretch across millennia. The ancient Hebrews understood this. They recognized that time itself carries spiritual significance, that certain days stand as doorways through which divine purpose enters human experience. These appointed times weren't merely religious observances, but cosmic intersections where human and divine timelines converge. America, despite its modern amnesia, was founded on similar understanding. Our forefathers recognized divine providence guiding our national story. They saw themselves participating in a cosmic narrative larger than individual ambition or political strategy. The dates they chose for pivotal declarations and constitutional landmarks weren't arbitrary, but aligned with spiritual significance they understood. 5th May carries similar weight. It stands at the convergence of multiple prophetic timelines, astronomical, historical, and spiritual. It marks the precise moment when ancient patterns complete their cycles and new ones begin. It represents a divine appointment set before the foundation of the world, now approaching with unstoppable momentum. Notice the precise language. Chosen one, prepare for 5th May. Not fear, not flee, not fight, but prepare. True preparation differs fundamentally from panic or paranoia. It springs not from fear, but from wisdom. The same wisdom that led ancient Joseph to store grain during abundance for coming scarcity. The same wisdom that distinguishes between preoccupation with the future and prudent readiness for it. This preparation involves 4 dimensions that align with our fourfold nature as created beings. First, spiritual preparation. This transcends religious routine or ritual performance. It means examining foundations, ensuring our spiritual houses stand on bedrock rather than shifting sand. It requires honest assessment of what we truly worship, where our ultimate allegiance lies, and whether our professed beliefs align with lived reality. The coming divine appointment will expose counterfeit faith. It will reveal whether our spirituality consists merely of comfortable ideas and cultural identity, or represents genuine connection with eternal reality. It will distinguish between religious performance and authentic relationship with the Creator. Second, mental preparation. Our minds must be renewed and fortified against deception that grows more sophisticated daily. We must cultivate discernment that distinguishes eternal truth from temporary trends, divine wisdom from human cleverness, genuine prophecy from manipulative fear-mongering. The coming divine appointment will challenge every mental framework and intellectual assumption. It will confound both religious dogmatism and secular certainty. It will present reality that transcends our carefully constructed categories and comfortable explanations. Third, emotional preparation. We must develop inner stability that weathers external chaos, peace that surpasses understanding rather than depending on circumstances. This means healing ancient wounds, resolving lingering bitterness, and establishing emotional resilience rooted in something deeper than fleeting feelings. The coming divine appointment will trigger every unresolved emotion and unhealed hurt. It will surface buried fears and dormant dreads. Only those who've done the difficult work of emotional preparation will navigate its intensity without being overwhelmed. Fourth, physical preparation. While avoiding survivalist extremes, wisdom acknowledges physical reality. Our bodies and communities have material needs. Prudent stewardship means ensuring essentials for ourselves and others during potential disruption. The coming divine appointment will affect physical systems and structures we've taken for granted. It will reveal the fragility of supply chains and systems built on consumption rather than stewardship. It will distinguish between those who prepared to share and those who hoarded in fear. Our nation stands at a threshold unlike any since its founding. A moment of decision that will determine not just our temporal future, but our eternal legacy. We've drifted from founding principles, forgotten sacred covenant, and exchanged birthright for temporary comfort. We've called evil good and good evil until the very concept of truth seems relative and morality merely preferential. Yet even now, especially now, divine mercy extends final invitation. The 5th of May represents not just warning, but opportunity, not merely ending, but potential beginning. It marks both deadline and doorway, the completion of one chapter and possible opening of another. Other nations have stood where we stand. Ancient kingdoms and modern powers alike have reached similar thresholds, where accumulated decisions crystallized into definitive destiny. Some recognized their moment and returned to founding purposes. Others continued comfortable decline into historical irrelevance or sudden collapse. The choice before us transcends politics, economics, or social policy. It strikes at the very heart of national identity and purpose. Are we still one nation under God, acknowledging divine sovereignty and moral accountability? Or have we become our own highest authority, recognizing no law beyond human desire and no purpose beyond personal fulfillment? The 5th of May will reveal our answer with unmistakable clarity. Yet this divine appointment, for all its gravity, is not the end, but a beginning. It marks not conclusion, but continuation, the necessary transition between what has been and what could yet be. Beyond this threshold lies potential awakening, unlike any in living memory. Not manufactured religious excitement or emotional manipulation, but genuine spiritual renaissance that transforms individuals, institutions, and eventually nations. Not superficial behavior modification, but fundamental heart transformation. Not political movement masquerading as spiritual revival, but authentic encounter with divine reality that transcends human divisions and categories. This coming awakening will defy conventional expectations. It won't center around charismatic personalities or established religious institutions. It will ignite among the unlikely and overlooked, in prisons and palaces, among intellectuals and laborers, within traditional congregations and far beyond institutional walls. Its authenticity will manifest through unmistakable hallmarks that have distinguished every genuine spiritual awakening throughout history. It will produce profound humility rather than spiritual pride. Those touched most deeply will become more conscious of their own failings than others' faults. Religious arrogance and moral superiority will melt in genuine encounter with divine holiness. It will generate supernatural unity across previous divisions. Barriers of denomination, ethnicity, economic status, and political alignment will become secondary to shared recognition of divine reality. Ancient hostilities will yield to reconciliation that human effort alone could never achieve. It will create practical compassion alongside spiritual passion. Genuine encounter with divine love will overflow in tangible care for suffering neighbors. Abstract theology will translate into concrete action. Religious experience will produce ethical transformation. It will spark cultural renewal beyond religious revival. The awakening will influence art, business, education, and governance, not through political domination, but through transformed individuals bringing divine principles into every cultural sphere. It will produce excellence that glorifies the Creator and serves human flourishing. As the 5th of May approaches, each of us faces personal decision that transcends national destiny. We each stand at individual thresholds that parallel our collective crossroads. Some will dismiss this warning as religious hysteria or prophetic overreach. Some will acknowledge possibility while continuing unchanged lives. Some will respond with fear rather than faith, with panic rather than preparation. But some, perhaps you, will recognize divine invitation within prophetic warning. You'll understand that genuine preparation means aligning with eternal purposes before temporal events unfold. You'll see that awakening begins with individual hearts before transforming collective culture. The choice is yours, as it has always been. The message has been delivered. The warning has been sounded. The invitation has been extended. Chosen one, prepare for 5th May. Will you be ready when divine appointment arrives?